Hi, you guys. Welcome back to my channel, Trusted Gem. I'm Goddess Quita, or you can call me Quita. Either one would do. I answer to both. Please like, share, subscribe, donate all that good jazz. Donate your time, your energy, your your press that bell so you can be notified each and every time I upload all that good jazz. Y'all know what it be. Y'all not new to it. Y'all true to it. So let's get into this video. Okay, let's see what these demons and devils do. What's going on, Holy Spirit? It's a whole lot of quarreling going on. It's a lot of I got a message that somebody's trying to make you look bipolar to your keynote spouse, your twin flame. They're trying to make you look bipolar. So be aware of your emotions. Even if the person trigger you, try not to react either way. Either if you're on either side, even if your person is trigger you. One thing, the worst thing you could do is tell your person is to stay out their feelings. One thing you can do, the worst things you can do when someone is responding either to warfare or to something that's emotional to them, to say out their feelings, because then what are you saying to them? You know what I mean? What are you saying to them? What do you really mean by say out your feelings? Like, don't be human, don't have no feelings, don't like you're invalid. What do you really mean? So, me, when I interact with someone that's emotional, especially one of my children, I was like, but just give me the facts of the situation. And then I start there. Or I was like, I'll listen and I won't say anything. But I would never tell anyone to say out their feelings. That's the worst thing that you could ever tell someone that's going through something emotional or something to especially in an intimate setting like your children, your spouse. To stay out your feelings is one of the worst advice you can give. But me personally, I try to listen and hear that person out. If the person is if this is my spouse, I don't tell nobody to set their feelings. I'll listen to them and if they're doing too much, I'm like, hold on, just give me a second, calm down, just relax. Or I would just listen. If the person's just talking, and I would just listen. If it's not overwhelming me, I'll listen, and then after I listen, I don't listen to respond. I just listen. They like most of the time because I listen. So what people are like, do you hear me? I was like, yeah, I get it. I was just waiting for you to be finished. I'll wait for them to ask me to respond. Or did you hear me? That means you need to respond at this time. So I wait till that particular thing come up and they ask me that, or I'll wait until or I'll ask, are you done? Are you finished expressing yourself? Because I want to say this if it's okay. If you think you can handle some of my feedback or validation, I don't. One of the best questions I ask, I say, do you, especially to my kids, I was like, do you want me to support you right now, or do you want my advice? Those are one of the two detrimental things that determine how your relationship is going to go after they have the conversation. I shouldn't say relationship, conversation. Like, do you want my emotional support? What do you want from me? Do you want emotional support from me? Or do you want, do you want emotional support, or do you want advice? And then my daughter is such an Aquarius. I love her. She's such an Aquarius. She likes, I learn a lot from her. That's why I'm telling you guys, because my I had an Aquarius son and daughter. My son is January the 23rd. My daughter is February the 16th. So I have two very interesting, because my daughter is a cusp. Anybody know about cusp babies? They're a little different than the rest. We do have some cusp babies, and my daughter's a cusp. So she's very logical, but she's very emotional with her logics. And she's on tack with her logic, but her emotional step up, the way she was responding sometimes is really dramatic. I'm like, you and your Pisces energy. In my head, I say that, and then I ask her, I say, do you? Because sometimes she want both, an emotional response and advice. Sometimes she just want advice, or sometimes she just want support. So what I ask her, I say, do you want, emotional support, or you want advice? Which one you're looking for me, support or advice? And she loves when I do that. She was like, she stopped when I first did it the first time. She stopped and she was just like, emotional support. Most of the time she's looking for emotional support, and then once I calm her down and get her all calmed down, she was like, well, Mom, what do you think about it? And then it just makes me want to cry. Yeah, it just made me want to cry. But once I calm her down, and then she was like, "Mom, I'm looking for advice now," and it just makes the conversation carry over in a tone, because a lot of times we just rush in to give our advice, and it's because we want to help solve the situation. It's not nothing, but it can make it worse, because sometimes everybody don't want your advice. They want, support, and some people don't want the support. They want advice, and some people need both. And but you have to know when to assess yourself, and that's what makes me such a great parent, I think, because I don't treat my kid. I know that my kids, I have that motherly love, but it's more so being a mom when it comes to this situation, responding to needs and things like that. The best thing is to come from a counselor standpoint of view, because that's and people don't understand that to make yourself Switzerland, to make yourself neutral and come in peace, you can't be just as emotional as the child or as the other person. You have to be that neutrality. And I learned that I learned that a long time ago. So I asked her, because she be in her Pisces, and she be in her Aquarius, and sometimes she be in both at the same time. But I have to remember she a cuss baby, and I keep remember that. She was like, "Mom, why you looking like that?" I said, "Cause you're a cuss baby," and I told her just like that. She was like, "Mom," I was like, "Yeah, that's what you are. That's the best way I can put it. I don't want to label you anything else but that." And she was like, "Okay." So, asking somebody, do they need support from you, or do they need advice? And most of the time, I let them pick or say both if they need both. Let people be more verbal what they need from me, because I'm such a Capricorn. Like, I'm emotional right now because of some things, but most of the time I'm not emotional responder. I'm more of the, you can sit down and talk to me. I'm more of the, okay, let me calm you down type person. Okay, let me give you some advice. I'm more of that brain. I don't really have an emotional response to people and things. And to my kids, it depends on what it is. With my kids, it's kind of tricky. So what I learned is to be Switzerland. I learned to be neutral, simply because it keeps down a lot of argument. I don't like drama. So if I can avoid drama, or if I can avoid misunderstandings, that's what I came to the conclusion. Do you need support from me, or do you need advice? Which one you want? And so, yeah. And in relationships, I think a lot of people should ask the partner, like, "Babe, do you want support or advice? Which one you looking for?" And I think that creates a lot of calmness within a relationship. And that's why when I said on Instagram, my ex called me to hear my voice, because I am a voice of reasoning. And if you know me and you have done things to me and misused me, you will get more of the emotional, especially if you are an ex-partner, or if you did stuff to me, you'll get more of the emotion. I would dish on you. And I try not to. I try not to be that person to dish and to just like, throw it all back at you. But when people test me, like, especially when it was no reason. When you have no reasoning, I mean none. It is not logical to me. Like, I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you? You know what I mean? You get that emotional response from me. But you have to have a great deal of my heart space to get that type of emotion from me. And yeah, so if for another, because I'm going through two different circumstances in my life, and I feel like Spirit want me to talk about it to inform other people. If you say that you are a disrespectful person, I won't deal with you at all. I don't care who you are. I don't care what kind of pain you in. I don't care what trauma you went through. If you can't come to me and be just respectful enough for yourself, not for me, for yourself, because your safety is at hand, because you got to reap that karma, because you're dishing. And I know you're in pain. Spirit gonna have mercy a little bit on you, but you have to be aware of the energy that you come and give people when you're seeking their support, when you need them to help heal you. You know? You can't be, that's one of them, you can't be a liar and disrespectful. Like, those are two things. If I'm doing, the best thing is to be honest. And if you can't be calm, you could be irate and still not be disrespectful. Because I see irate people and a lot of times when I don't calm them down, they're not disrespectful. But when you are secretly, dishing out dirt and throwing this and I don't deal with that because I'm not a shady, petty person. If I got something to say to you, I say it straight to you. If you can't do that, and my kids know that, they come straight. She like, my kids be like, because my kids are not like my personality type either. They're not like, oh, I'm gonna be straight. They know that I'm that type of person, so they're like, Mom, I'm gonna be straight with it's best. Because they know you take me out of any and go through all this just to get, and I gotta get the truth at the end of like 2 months of a conversation that could have lasted 2 minutes and we could have been done with it. My kids already know I don't play like that. I don't play like that. And for my other child that don't know me like that, now you do. And it's no shade. It's no shade. But you gotta come to me correct. If you don't come to me correctly, especially if you're lying and you're disrespectful and you're not open-minded, you're not here to get healing, you're here to dish, I'm not gonna let you dish on me. You're not, when I say dish on me, project, throw all your garbage on me. You could tell me about what happened to you and I understand and I'll try to walk you through it, but you're not going to project nothing onto me because a lot of times the pain that you have, a lot of people have pain that you never did anything to them and I don't deserve it. I'm trying to help you and you still trying to dish it to me. No, I don't operate down like that. My kids that's here that live with me, all of them know that. Every last one of them was like, yo, Mama, are you cool? Like, she was like, I'm one of the most understanding people. And then my kids would be like, yeah, Mom. She said, like, as long as you don't lie to you and tell you the truth, you good. Like, we know that. We just gonna come clean. And my kids know that because I go out my way to help you. Even if, not if you're wrong, I'm gonna tell you if you're wrong, but even if you did some wrong in the situation, I'm gonna help you get out of that wrong and go about it the right way. But I'm never gonna, if you're disrespectful to me, mm-mm. If you cause me pain without reasoning, you just think, I'm just this nigga, I'm just this girl. Cool. And you think it's cool because you're this nigga or this girl to cause pain, then yeah, I have a very low tolerance for that type of stuff. And I got a high tolerance, but once I'm like done, like I'm getting ready to walk away from you, if you're getting that's because I'm tired. That's because like you're redundantly doing dumb shit and it really pisses me off. And I'm not the type of person to repeatedly do something. I'll let you do it all day by yourself and look at it alone. And then when it start hurting me, then you got to get, because I got kids and stuff and I have things that I have going on and I don't want to have to deal with people in a nasty manner just because you did something to me. So that's why I will pull away from people. And people are like, why Capricorn goes? That's the reason why Capricorn goes, because they feel like we don't feel we do. We go ahead and cut you on off. Go ahead and deal with our feelings by ourselves and go ahead about life. And like you don't exist. We kill you after them because we feel like there's no you are insane. Like there is nothing that can help you but God. And you gotta want that type of help. And people don't get that about me. Once I cut you off in my mind, I'm like, I gotta grieve this person, I gotta kill this person in my mind, have a funeral, and they're dead. And even if I see you in real life, you will get a flat response from me. You will get like a dead response from me. And you'll be like, why she act like that? Y'all think but Capricorns are just no, it's because you did some like really dumb Capricorn is one of the most understanding signs. So when they kill you in their mind, when they have to have a funeral for you, you don't want that. Because you ain't going to get nothing from them. It's just Fort Knox. And once you tell me to say out my feelings and I get Fort Knox, don't try to get me back in them. Just don't. It's not going to work. So the best thing to do excuse me. So if you did something to me, and the best thing you can do is either take it, tune it out, or be like, I understand. I understand. I get it. That's the best thing you could ever say to me or to Capricorn is I understand. If you say that and don't, get out your feelings. If you ever get an emotional Capricorn and you say I understand, you say I understand, I hear you, I understand. And you have changed behavior behind that, that's all we be wanting. That's all we be wanting. A little repentance, like Jesus said. A little repentance. That's all we be wanting. You gotta repent to us. But if you're going to be doing dumb shit, you think I'm going to stay around while you do it? Like, People gonna think I'm an idiot too. Like, what? Like, we'll take it for so long, but then it's just like, and then once you get that emotional response, oh, stay out, if you say stay out your feelings, you really telling a Capricorn that? I'm gonna kill these feelings so quick, and then you gonna be like, well, did she ever love me? Did you ever was you ever an asshole? Yeah. So that's the worst thing that you can do for a Capricorn. I feel like to any person is to tell them that to stay out their feelings, because why are you telling someone to stay out there? We're human. We're all made to feel. See, people are used to me being Fort Knox and not telling them how I feel, but now I'm just giving it out like running water, like money. I'm giving it out to them, and now they can't take it or just stay out your feelings. No, don't do that. Either you say I understand, or be like, okay, I deserved it. Because one thing about me, I should say, is I can eat a lot of pain. I can take a lot of stuff, but if you really want to make up with me, you have to go through all that. You won't have to hear all of that. Just like my daughter the other day, she went to a program, and I'm telling you, I said they're gonna make it challenging. Most programs that they do, they don't make you challenge you to think. They challenge you they give you more work. They just make her life more harder, and more. If you're already smart, it should be easier because you're smart, you're above. But it's like they punish you for being smart. That's why I don't like to go and be in honor classes, honor society, or anything of that nature, because they want you to work more and harder because you're smart. It's like you're being punished. So no, I'm going to always want to be average in school. I'm going to always take average classes, do average things. I don't care what potential I show, leave me alone. I've always been that way. I'm not dumb. I know how people operate. And I try to tell my daughter that. Little does she know, I'm like, the people, she ended up not wanting to be in the program, saying they're just making it challenging for you. And then after that, they're going to treat you badly because you didn't take their program and didn't finish their program. And now they're looking around here looking crazy. And now they're going to take it out on you. And she don't understand that, but she getting it now. She was like, well, now, yeah, when people this world is so narcissistic. Even if you take, like I take their surveys, even if you take certain, most surveys, not all of them, it's a few of them that I take that's not like that. They're so narcissistic. If you do a survey or do a what you call that, a review on their product, then they start to drive up their prices. Not only do they do that, drive up their prices, then they start to act all like they're the best and and it's just like, no, you did good for this part. And I'm not saying that you're not the best, but the prices go up when it's for like, merchandises. When it's for schools and stuff, they staff start acting really snooty. Instead of getting more involved with the people and doing more of what they're already doing, they do less of it. And then they give you a narcissistic approach to everything. Then afterwards, like, okay, you can do that, or you can do this. That's exactly what they do. And it's just like, that's my son. I'm trying to tell you, these walls in this house is so thin. And it's just like that. It's just like, once you give people praise these days, it's just like, and that's why I say Christ consciousness is the way to go, even through running your business, running anything, because it helps to keep everybody human. It helps to keep everything at a balanced state of being, where you're making their money and the people are getting service and taken care of like they need it. It's not one over the other. It's not, and that's how you make yourself wealthy, because once you build one business like that and you keep running like that, then you don't just do that business. Either you open more of the business if that need is there, or you go make God give you something else. He'll bless you with more. But no, what people do is start to open up one business and get good at it, and then they get cocky about it. And then instead of growing and expanding in other areas, they'll draw back and just try to rake in profit. And that's what's wrong with America. It's always capitalism. It's always about the next dollar. And if you just take care of the humans and do that, the money will come, because you got to give you more creative ideas and expand you in other areas, not for just that service. Other businesses as well, but they don't do that. People want to be lazy and want to sit back and just do certain things, and it's crazy it's kind of crazy to me because it's just like why is this an approach? And it's because of a lot of demonic activity, a lot of people having this demonic not even, I won't even say demonic, I'll say, and it is the right word, but I feel like it's kind of harsh for the situation because it's so generalized. But they take on a narcissistic approach, a view of things. Not saying that people are narcissists, we're saying that they have a narcissistic approach to it because we're all capable. We all have narcissistic qualities. Everybody, every human, and what they're doing is taking this narcissistic approach to the business aspect, and that's not what you want to do. You're trying to keep the devil, and let the Most High God be the Most High God. And what I'm saying is, minimize all the lower level behavior and praise the more uplifting behaviors. That's all I'm simply saying. It's not hard, and people don't do that. And that's people like, why make you so different? Why people like you like? That's what made me different. Because in every situation, I try to get the best result, and the best result is a balanced result. It's not something giving more to this or that. Is a balanced result. If an area needs more, get its attention so it can be balanced. And once it's balanced, you maintain that balance. That's it. And people make it way harder than what it is, and it don't have to be that hard. So yeah, you guys, this is about, counseling, just giving advice, and just what do you need from me? Support or advice? What do you need? Just let me know. Or both. That's available too. Peace.